Just because I can't operate a hair tie doesn't listen, I drive a horse-drawn carriage, all right? And you're worried about my hair tie? And guess what? I'm good at driving my horse-drawn carriage. So you leave me be. I've been driving my horse-drawn carriage for 10 fucking years. And guess what? I've never crashed my horse-drawn carriage. I've had the same horse for this whole time, and it loves me. The amount of miles we've galloped through the valley. Imagine. I've never gotten a ticket from the horse-drawn carriage people either. What's its name? Honda Accord. I need a new horse. Honda Accord. She's getting old. She's galloping a bit slower. Sometimes she doesn't, you know, start. Sometimes I gotta give her a good old kick in the morning. Make sure she wakes up properly. Honda, you know, good horse. Good horse. Lasted me a long time, but, you know, so I think I need to get a new one. She's been sitting in the stable too long. I changed her horseshoes not too long ago for a ridiculous price because the sturdiness of her horseshoes weren't good enough. She's a beautiful, beautiful beige horse. Just a beautiful beast. She's been alive a long time. I've had her for 10 years, but, you know, she's been around. She was born in 2003, you know. She you know, she's an old beauty, that one. Old little thing. Skip ad. And let me tell you, she is so safe to gallop in. The safety rating on that horse, my goodness. And the mileage on that horse, good lord. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. And the extended warranty, holy shit. Holy shit. You have no idea. That's a hell of a horse. How would I lose Honda perms when I'm talking about their beautiful horse that they sold me? I'm not the kind of person to have fluffy dice on my horse. I'm the person. I installed a radio into my horse, and let me tell you, that was not easy because it's an old horse, and this horse didn't support Bluetooth audio, so you had to install a radio into your horse. You know, like in the old days, back when the cowboys put radios on their horse. It was a real pain in the ass. So it's rough. I think I need to get a stallion or something. You know, something beautiful, something luxurious, but, you know, something safe, easy to ride for my carriage. A Mustang? No. Nah. What am I, a chump? What am I, a chump? Those fucking cowboys and desperados on their Mustangs. I look at them in disgust. Look at you. Who do you think you are? Yeah. I bet your fucking horse can only gallop a few miles before you need to fill it up with horse food. And let me tell you, the Mustang's horse food, I bet it's extra expensive. Ang Bao. We've been trying to reach you about your horse's extended warranty. I don't know what new horse I'd get. Just something, you know, a black horse probably, and anything. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not a big, you know, I like horses, but honestly, if the horse gets me from point A to point B, I just don't really give a shit. You know, I don't really give a shit what kind of horse I have. As long as it's got a radio and it's comfortable, and it doesn't crumple like a can when it runs into a tree or something. You know, and that's a good enough horse for me. That's a good enough horse for me. I don't need any kind of luxurious, you know, sporty horse. You know, that go to all those horse races. You know, oh, those fucking horse races. Unbelievable. Those horses think they're the best kind of thing, but you know, we're both going the same place. Your horse just might get there a bit faster and more stylish. I don't care. Who am I to say? Fairy Girl 34! What's up? As someone whose first horse was a used 95 Honda Accord and currently owns a Mustang, Mustangs are expensive. I'll pick a Honda any day. Good job on your exercise, Betsy. Thank you for the Akasupa. No offense to people that ride Mustang horses. I had a buddy that rode a Mustang horse, but let me tell you, there's not a whole lot of room in that Mustang horse. You know, it really only fits 2 riders, but my horse, my horse is big and strong, and it can fit, 4 or 5 riders. It's a strong horse, built for weight. Jeremy, my parents both own a Subaru horse, but for some reason it looks more like a duck than a horse. What? Gracie Persinky Puppy, I'm living that minivan life. Would give anything to go back to my Accord. Listen, Accords are like, tried and true. I hope you've been selling radios into the carriage, and the carriage is the one carrying multiple people. If not, poor horse. Yeah, in the carriage, of course. I didn't install it directly into the horse's skin. The last horse I had before it was crushed by a tree. Yeah, these horses, they go through a lot. Rodeo rage! I wish I came up with that. Rodeo rage! That's incredible. Rice Cakes, you feel envious that Flayon gets to go everywhere in Artress, but you have to ride a horse everywhere. And yeah, and it's not always here. Bettel 2 rides my horse. It's actually his horse these days. Bettel 2 takes his horse out for his occupation. So I'm stranded most of the time, so he's always the one riding around. He's become quite adept at riding the horse. Who paid for the horse? My forefathers handed me down this horse. It was handed down from generations to come.